Hey y'all, I'm Adriana. Thanks for checking out my channel. So it has been a minute since I've been on my channel. I had stuff pre-filmed, but I just haven't had the chance to edit it, and I've just been like so busy this summer. I really haven't even gotten to enjoy the summer, so it's been hard to fit YouTube into it because this is kind of just a little hobby that I have. It's not something that I can like put my heart into like every single week. It's just hard to do that with how busy I've been. I wanted to do an anti-haul because I haven't done one in a while. So if you're interested in hearing about all the stuff that I'm not going to buy, then please keep watching. So I do have my list here of all the stuff that I am not interested in. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First thing, you guys, like, this is an old product, but I just recently bought it, and it's the Morphe contour and highlight palette. I'm not sure exactly what they're called. Like I said, they've been out for a minute, so this is kind of a late add to the anti-haul, but because like I said, I just recently bought it, I wanted to include it because of how much I hated it. So I would show you guys, but I actually returned it, and if you know me, I hate returning anything. I always feel like, oh well, I can use it for something else, or you know, I can give it to someone, but this one was just like no. And I hate returning stuff that I ordered online to a store because I feel like they kind of give you an ugly look for it, and they're kind of like, ugh, because they don't want the return on their store, you know what I mean? But this was just really bad, and it was $25, and I was like, that's way too expensive for this shitty product. So it's just horrible. I'm gonna insert pictures of everything so you can see what I'm talking about. That way I don't just sound like I'm talking about randomness. But yeah, I got the darker palette. There was two palettes. There was a lighter one and then a darker one. That was supposed to be for medium to dark skin. I'm medium skin, so I was like, okay, these highlight shades are so awful. They don't have any kind of highlight to them. It's just kind of like a shimmering mess. And then the contour shades, they were just looked muddy. They weren't pigmented, and like I don't even know, like this was just an awful palette. I didn't even want to like play with it that much because of like, once I got it, I could kind of see, like, you know, when you see something, usually you can tell if it's going to be pigmented, if it's going to be, you know, like if it's going to be good. You can kind of usually tell just by looking at it. And just when I opened it, it was just like not, I just knew right away, like, fuck. So I went ahead and returned it, and the girl that helped me return it was really nice and everything. And even she opened it and she was like, is this supposed to be a contour shade or a blush shade? I was like, yeah, it's supposed to be a contour. She was like, yeah, I'd probably return this too. So I felt a lot better after that. So yeah, just no, I don't like those at all. Even like the lighter one, if the highlight shades weren't good in the darker one, I don't think they're gonna be nice in the lighter one. I don't know, that's just how I feel. And then it sucks because these aren't products that you can like test in the store. You just have to, like, from pictures and stuff that they were showing online, I thought it looked really, really pretty, and I had been wanting it since it came out, and that's why I bought it. But just in person, it was so visually unpleasing. And like I said, it sucks because you can't try it in store to see like, oh, this looks pretty, I should buy it. Like, no, you have to like just go based off of online pictures and stuff, because not all of Morphe's products are in Ulta stores, so it just sucks. Okay, next is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Ball Out Kilowatt highlighter, whatever they're called. So this highlighter, girl, I mean, I don't know, like, Makeup Craze, if you guys don't follow her on Instagram, go follow her. She's very outspoken but she's like, so you kind of get some sense knocked back into your head after reading some of her posts about makeup products. You're like, yeah, I probably shouldn't buy that, but like she gave like the perfect representation. I'm not sure if this was actually her that actually posted this, or if she like reposted it or whatever, but this was on her page, and it has like the Tin Man, and that's point on, like that's spot on of how I feel about this palette. I mean this highlighter. I don't get who this is supposed to look good on. I can't see it looking good on light skin people. I can't see it looking good on medium skin people. I can't see this looking good on dark skin people. Maybe for like a fun photo shoot and stuff, but this is really like just not a color that I would like to have in my collection. It just looks very unflattering. Like, I know Trophy Wife is a shade that not everybody can wear, but that one, like, you can wear, at least that one, I can see that on some people looking really pretty, but this silver one, I don't see how that looks good on anybody, like no one. So I don't know what's going on there. Another thing from Fenty Beauty that I'm not going to purchase, even though I really kind of want to, is the mini foundation. It just looks really cute when stuff is like shrunk down to minis. It's like, oh, it's so cute, and you know how you just want to buy it. So that's how I feel about it. But you gotta like stop yourself and be like, okay, how much is this actually gonna be? It's probably gonna be like anywhere from $15 to $20, I think. Maybe I think it'll be like in the $15 range, which is still pretty high. I'm not sure how much it is. It hasn't come out yet. They've just kind of sneak peeked it for us. They've just kind of showed a sneak peek for it. So I don't know when it's coming out or how much it's going to be, but that's what I feel. I feel like it's going to be around that price range, or it's going to come in like a travel set with like, but I mean, you can just pump some of your foundation into a mini bottle, and I mean, there you go. I don't see the point of like buying a whole other product when you have the product here. And I like the Fenty foundation, but it's not something that I use all the time. It's something that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use Fenty today, and I usually mix it with other stuff. So for me, it's just not, I just want it because it's cute, and if you want it just because it's cute, then you don't need it. Okay, next is something that I actually, ABH is my favorite makeup brand, but lately I've just been feeling very underwhelmed with the products that they've been releasing. And it's just kind of like Soft Glam was so underwhelming. And then they came out with the Norvina palette, and that's what is on my anti-haul next. I won't be buying the Norvina palette until maybe it goes on sale, like maybe during the holidays or something, when they give us like 20% off or something like that. But just like for regular price, I don't think I would buy it, just because it's not calling to me. It's kind of underwhelming. I feel like I have those shades in a lot of other palettes, and that's the thing also, is that I feel like when I started getting into makeup, I was like, oh, I need this and I need that, I need this and I need that, and I needed everything that came out. And now I'm just like, fuck, like I have so much stuff that I don't use. I am going to be going through a lot of my makeup very soon, and probably giving it away to friends and family, just because I don't have a use for it, and it's just sitting there and it's taking up space. So so yeah, that's one of the things that I'm trying to stay away from right now for eyeshadow palettes, because I feel like I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and especially something for $45, that's making me feel very underwhelmed. So I will maybe buy it if it goes on sale, but as of right now, I don't feel the need for it. So I mean, it's pretty, I think it's really nice and everything. Alright, next is another palette. This is the Kathleen Lights ColourPop collab that they just did. It's like the Zodiac collab or something. I think there's other stuff in this collection also, but I'm not sure. I think there is, but this also is just kind of like nothing amazing, nothing that's making me excited. Makeup lately has just not been making me super excited as far as the stuff that they're putting out. It's just kind of like, oh, that. And I feel like the makeup industry is just very oversaturated. It's just kind of like you've seen everything now. Nothing's really new anymore, so it's kind of boring, you know. I don't know. I think that's one of the main problems right now, and that's why I totally think that companies should relax on releasing stuff week after week after week after week, or like, I mean, once a month is enough to be releasing stuff. Like Kylie Cosmetics has been releasing so often, and Kylie Cosmetics was so big and everybody wanted it when it first came out, and then she kept just putting stuff out over and over and over and over, and I feel like people kind of lost interest in it. That's what happens for me. I used to love ColourPop, but then they started releasing stuff so fast, so fast, so often, and I just got tired of it, and I stopped keeping up with them because it was just like, you're overwhelming me. And that's what they're doing to us. They are overwhelming us with all of these products. And from someone who was like that, from someone who was like, oh, I need everything, I definitely advise you guys to save your money for things that make you really excited. Save your money for things that you're actually going to use. Don't just buy things because they have your favorite influencer's name on them, or because you don't want to be left out and not have this. Like, the art, the creativity lies in your hands. It doesn't lie in the palettes. Sure, you need some palettes to like create the looks and everything, but you don't need every single palette. You don't need every single product that these companies are throwing at us, because I promise you, you're going to be just wasting money. You're going to get bored of it. You're going to run out of space to put stuff. So just try and buy stuff that makes you genuinely excited, that makes you want to go run home and put this on your face as soon as possible. If you take anything away from this video, it would be that makeup industry, the beauty industry, is aiming at teenagers, at college students, 20-year-olds, mid-20s. You know, once you're 30 and you have kids, like, you don't really care that much about makeup. Some of them do, but at the same time, like, we're the direct target of their advertisements, of who they're trying to sell these products to. And you should be saving that money for buying a house, buying a car, buying stuff that you actually need. And like I said, I absolutely love makeup. I love the products that I have. I love eyeshadow palettes. I love highlighters. But just buy the stuff that you need, because I promise you, at the end of it, it's not, I mean, you're buying all these products for what? For Instagram, to show people like, oh, I got this new palette. Like, honestly, like I said, it all lies in your hands. Okay, that was really deep. Anyway, I don't think the Kathleen Lights palette is anything to write home about. It's cute, but it's not something I need. It's probably not something you need. It is what it is. So next, this was very controversial. So Beauty Blender just came out with their foundations, and the shade range was so awful. People are going in on them, and I don't know, you guys. Like, I've been seeing swatches of the shades, and it's just like, really, we needed 20 shades of the same color? So I don't know, and I'm kind of disappointed, because I know Beauty Blender is owned by a Latina woman, so it's a little bit disappointing, like I said, because why do we need a million shades in white? I'm sorry, but I just think it's crazy. You know, a lot of people have been saying just because you have 40 shades doesn't mean you're being diverse. I really hate the packaging thingy, how you squeeze it and it lands onto the bottle, and then you're supposed to put your Beauty Blender on the bottle, and then I just think that's super unhygienic. I think that's kind of weird. I don't like that at all. Next is another Morphe product. So this is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Vault collection thing that was supposed to launch like last month, but they sent it out and it got some bad reviews and they were like, oh, let's pull that back. And so they pushed back like the launch date or something, and I don't know, supposedly there was a problem with how they pressed the shadows on some of them. I don't know. I definitely think it was just kind of like, we fucked up, let's pull this back and fix it. I don't know. I mean, just the shadows by themselves, the palettes, it's something I wasn't really like excited about. It just looked kind of like The PR packaging is fucking cool. Like I'm not even gonna lie, that PR packaging is really cool, but us normal folks aren't gonna get that. So definitely not on my list of stuff to get. And then especially with this whole callback thing, it's like once you say you're gonna do something and then you're like, oh wait, we gotta postpone this, it kind of dies down as far as like the want for the product. It kind of just is like, I don't really want that anymore, kind of forget about it or whatever. So yeah, for me that's just a no. I don't think it's something that I need. I mean, they're nice shades, I won't take that from her or from Morphe, but it's not something I need and it's not something I want. Next is the Urban Decay Aphrodisiac eyeshadow palette. It's this really small mini little palette that looks super freaking basic. Like if you have Naked 3, then you don't need this palette at all. And if you have any other palette that you bought from the past 2 years, then you probably don't need it either. It's really small. I think it's like $30. I don't think it's worth it for $30, especially for shades that you probably already have in your makeup collection. So no. So I was just talking about Kylie Cosmetics and how it's kind of they're underwhelming now. They're not as popular as they used to be. They're not selling like they used to be. Sorry, I got a tangle in my hair. So I did put on here Kylie Cosmetics the Nice palette. I think it's pretty, I really do, but I don't think it's something I need. I think it's just like a nice layout and it makes you want it, but I don't think it's something that I actually need. It's just pretty, probably gonna be like $45 or more, and it's just kind of like, I'm over the Kylie Cosmetics. Even like the, what was it, like the banana summer collection, I was actually excited about that collection. I was like, oh, that looks really, like the packaging looked really pretty, and then when they showed like the inside, it was just very underwhelming, and I was just like, yeah, no, never mind. And then Nikki Tutorials gave a review on it and she was just like, no. So yeah, so the Nice palette is also going on my anti-haul list. Speaking of Nikki Tutorials, she has a secret project / highlighter coming out, I think. I'll insert a picture here. And it just looks very purple bluish kind of shade, and I'm just so over that. I'm so over colored highlighters like blue and purple and orange, and even like the pinks, like the ones that are like pink in your face and are like iridescent kind of pinks. Like I'm so over that. I'm kind of over highlighters. Like I'm happy with the ones that I have now, but I haven't been excited for a highlighter coming out probably since ABH came out with the Omrazy palette, and even that I wasn't like super hyped for it. It wasn't until after I got it that I was like, oh, I really like this. So I haven't been excited for a highlighter in a really long time, and I'm so like, this is so 2016, these colored highlighters. So over that. I don't even know who it's with. I don't even know when it's coming out. I don't even know how much it's gonna be, but it's just already a no for me. Next is the Dose of Colors I Love Sarai collaboration. You guys, I think this collab is actually really pretty, but it's just something that I don't think I need. The highlighters, I've never tried Dose of Color highlighters, so if you have, let me know if you like them. because I've just never tried them, but they look kind of in the pictures that I saw. So it's not something that I was like, oh my gosh, but the eyeshadow palette looks really pretty. But I do think it's overpriced. If I remember correctly, it's probably like $35 or $40 for a few shades. It's not like a full palette, it's like a small little, but the shades look really pretty. I've also never tried Dose of Colors shadows. I've only tried one thing from Dose of Colors, and it's their truffle liquid lipstick, and I really love that. But other than that, I haven't tried anything else. The lipsticks also look really pretty, but I feel like I just have so many nudes, and I have, you know, do I need more lipstick? No. They do look really pretty, and I do really love Dose of Colors truffle liquid lipstick. So this is kind of like a maybe part of the anti-haul, because I mean, it's really pretty, but I don't know, I don't need it, but I kind of want it, you know. So that's why I'm like on the edge. I'm like, do I want it, do I not? But right now it's definitely a no, because I'm going on vacation, and yeah, I don't need it right now. Next, we are going to talk about Huda really quickly. I don't want to get too into it because she has been getting dragged already. If you don't already know, Huda came out with some baking powder that some like loose powder that you bake with, and she kind of copied the Beauty Bakery, which is a small indie brand that is definitely not as big as Huda, and Huda has just not adjusted or even been phased a little bit by it. She has not said anything about it. And what gets to me, and people have already said this, is that like Huda was about like her culture, putting that into her makeup line, and it was like desert and like you know, just like her culture kind of like stuff, inspired stuff that has to do with her culture, I guess. I don't know how to say it right. And then the powder was just so like off-brand. Like, what does, I mean, I you see the correlation, but at the same time it's like, okay, somebody already did that. I feel like if she just would have been normal about it and not included the baking and the bakery stuff, then I think she would have been okay. But a lot of people are dragging her for this. Obviously not going to be purchasing the powder, and just Huda has been very underwhelming to me for a very long time now. I feel like it was a brand that you really wanted when it first came out, but now it's just kind of like meh. And their, you know, Bad Habit has come out with dupes for Huda's palettes, so it's kind of like I don't feel like I need it, and I feel like her products are really overpriced. So bye Huda. Speaking of Bad Habit, you guys, I love Bad Habit, or I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with it right now, I guess. So it's a brand, if you haven't heard of, it's a brand that does dupes generally, and I will link some of my videos above about it. And it first came out, they were really affordable. It was like $10 for a palette. Now they're getting a little too loud with their prices. They just came out with one that was like a 10-pan palette or something like that, and it was like $24, and it's kind of like a big jump, and you can definitely see it in their sales. I'm going to put like a screenshot or something here so you can see the sales of their latest palettes where they've raised the prices on them. They're just not doing well, and I hope that this gets them to realize that this is not what their brand is about. Also, this is a brand issue for me. Also, this is off-brand for them because they're not an original makeup brand. You know, they're technically stealing ideas from other brands and just kind of like mixing it around into a layout that looks good for them. And you know, once you keep raising the prices, then it's kind of like, all right, I'm out, I'm just gonna buy the original. So I haven't been buying from them just because of that, and I've ranted about this before, so I'm not going to get into it now. But if you want to go see those rants, I will leave it in the eye up here So you can check that out. But yeah, for right now, Bad Habit is definitely on my anti-haul list. Next is Laura Lee. I've never liked Laura Lee. I'm gonna be really honest. She's just always been kind of annoying to me. Not even like because of her accent. It has nothing to do with that. I've listened to people who have accents. She's just really annoying to me. She seems kind of fake to me. Her makeup brand products seem really basic, really boring to me. It's nothing that I'm like, oh, even though I don't like Laura, maybe I'd buy this. Like, I've seen nothing that makes me excited. Even like the bright colored palette that she just came out with, it's kind of like, girl, like everyone's already done that. It's kind of just she's just very underwhelming to me. I'm gonna be real, I don't understand why she's popular on YouTube. I've never seen any like really great amazing looks from her, and that's not even like me trying to throw hate or shade at her at in any kind of way. I really don't understand. I don't know. And last is a product from Smashbox. I've never really gotten into Smashbox, but I know Smashbox has been around for a while because I remember people talking about it in high school, and I was like, what the fuck is Smashbox? But anyway, I feel like they kind of have dwindled down. It's like a dying makeup brand company, kind of like Urban Decay. It's like really popular, and then they just kind of like, you know? So it's the Cover Shop palette. It's a small little palette and it's cute, but honestly the only unique shade in this palette is the teal colored one. Other than that, it's kind of just like everyone's already done this, so it's also really underwhelming to me. I don't see why I would buy this or why I would want this. It just looks really basic to me. I don't know, maybe I have too much makeup and I'm seeing the same shades over and over again. I don't know. I'm just really disappointed and like kind of tired with the beauty community lately. As far as like the brands, I just feel like people, like brands are just slapping their names on stuff. Like they don't even care if it's good anymore. They just know people are gonna buy it because, oh, everybody wants to have the latest products. Like stuff is coming out every single day and it's just so overwhelming to keep up with. I don't know, you guys, like I'm kind of tired of makeup coming out. Like I love makeup, doing my makeup, but I'm tired of makeup coming out. I don't know, I think I need a break of just seeing everything that's coming out, because it's just so much and it's like, I don't know, it's not exciting me anymore. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. It's just I don't know, I'm tired. I'm tired of the makeup. It's all looks the same and nothing is like amazing anymore. Nothing makes me really excited anymore. I don't know, you guys. Let me know down below if you feel the same way. I don't know if this is just me. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, please remember to leave a thumbs up and also remember to subscribe to my channel. Hopefully I don't offend anyone with this video, with what I say, with any of the brands I talked about or any of the people I talked about. It's just my opinions. You don't have to agree with me. It's just something that I have an opinion on. I wanted to put on my channel. So yeah, again, thank you for watching and I hope I see you next time. Bye.